Hello, welcome to Stationeers. So I've already been playing for a while and decided to make a video and see how that goes. Let me give you a tour of the base. Here I have all my factories, all connected to the same network. Here I have a few items. These are most of my items. I just store them on these two lockers for now. This is my furnace. This is connected to a piping system. I will show you that later. In here, I have my arc furnace. This is a closed room in which, when the arc furnace burns, all the gas is collected inside the room, and this active vent takes the gas and moves it to the same piping system as the furnace. So this way I don't waste any gas the arc furnace produces. Since it doesn't have any gas output, I do this to collect the gas. In order to access the arc furnace from the outside without opening the manual hatch, I have this chute. I can throw ores in here, and they come out of this chute. Here I have a pressure monitor, so I can monitor whether there is gas in the room or not. Uh, I thought
Hydration
it was a good
critical.
idea to have this, but it hasn't been very helpful because the pressure is always like near zero. But it's a good way to know uh, whether I can open the door to do maintenance, for example. Not that it's a problem if I open the door with gas inside the room, but I don't want to waste any of it. If I go inside my base, because I need to drink some water as well. So let me just cancel, open my helmet. Okay, so lots of stuff in here. These are the devices that come with the lander. Nothing interesting about these. Not really useful except for the oxygen here. Actually, this is not useful anymore, to be honest. Let me drink some water so the warning goes away. Drink. And this is where I get the water. Um, this is a water filler, of course, and the water comes from the outside. This pipe here is connected to the outside to a nice crusher where I crush the ice. Um, it seems like I don't have enough water right now because this doesn't fill all the way, but that's fine. Just put that back in there. And I use the same water pipes to water my plants here, which don't have water right now. I should probably look for some right now. This is a fridge. Anything I grow, I just put in here. I think this is enough to keep everything alive. It's my first time using the fridge. I'm not very experienced in the game so far. This is a computer that I use to program the programmable chips. I'm actually a programmer IRL, so I really enjoy programming everything myself instead of using the logic chips. So even simple stuff, I automate them with assembly, with MIPS, of course. Uh, my microwave, so I can cook my potatoes. This first chip, um, This one automates the arc furnace, I believe. Basically, normally when you put something in the furnace, you click the button to activate it. But I have locked the furnace inside the room, and I don't want to click the button from the inside because that will expose the atmosphere when I open the door. I could create an airlock, of course, but that's too much work. This tip basically checks if there's anything in the furnace and automatically activates the furnace and the active vent that uh, pulls the gas into the piping system. This also saves a lot of power because when there is nothing in the furnace, it just turns everything off. This chip right here is for the temperature control. Um, for temperature, I have this passive cooling system. This contains nitrogen, 100% nitrogen, and it has more pressure than I would like, I think. I think I had an accident that allowed more pressure inside. But anyway, it doesn't seem to be a problem. So how this works is outside I have a snake-like thing like inside here, and outside I have radiators on the pipes. Uh, when you're in a vacuum like the moon, you there is no atmosphere to take the heat away, but heat can radiate into a vacuum, which you can do with radiators. In contrast, in here, since I have an atmosphere, I use this device which is called the convector, which helps you transfer heat to the atmosphere. So nitrogen on the outside becomes really cold, and the chip turns on this device. This is a digital valve. It allows gas to go through when it is green. Um, and when it's green, the heat is being transferred to the outside via nitrogen and is radiated into space. And I think this works pretty well, at least for this base. I don't want to use the air conditioner or the actual AC that you can build. This is a very simple technique to cool my base, at least for now. Maybe if I build a bigger base, I will have to use active cooling instead of passive cooling. So yeah, I think I've programmed it to be around 21 Celsius, which is exactly the room temperature right here, as you can see on the bottom right. And that's why it turns on and off all the time, because it's at the threshold. I used to have CO2 in here instead of nitrogen, but my pipes exploded because as soon as CO2 becomes too cold, it it turns into ice. It freezes, and there are ways to deal with that, but I just use nitrogen, which is fine until like absolute zero, I think. CO2 has better heat transferring capabilities. I don't remember the correct term for that, but I don't really need that. Nitrogen works fine. I should really look for some water before I continue. Put my helmet back on. Oh no, I have one. Let me put my mining belt on. So, and look for water. Yeah, I want to show you there's the base, but there's some water. That's boat silicon. I haven't played for a few days, so I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly how water looks like. I mean, it's just the white rock. Yeah, is that water? Looks like. Oh, water is like normal water ice is quite rare. I think that's intentional. my plan in the base is to build uh, like a pressure regulator for my base, and not just pressure, it's going to make sure I have all the right gases in my base because let's go back. Oh, ice here. No, it's not ice. This is ice. Well, my plants generate oxygen and eat CO2, which at some point means I have to make sure I have enough CO2 for them in the base. And also too much oxygen can be toxic for me. So I need to regulate that mix. I have to build a machine to do that. Let's see, any more ice. Let's go up. That's nitrous, right? Let's go back. So yeah, that's what I'm going to build next. So I don't have to worry about that. It's it's like something that is an immediate problem. And after that, um, I think I will create machinery to generate liquid water automatically from my gases. Oh, here's my ice crusher. Okay, I have a lot of water. Let's put everything inside. Okay, I suppose that will take a while. I want to put the other stack in as well. Let's see how much water I have. Okay, so oh, that's the wrong pipe. No, it's not. I don't think that's a lot of water. Actually, it's still crashing the ice. Shouldn't this number be increasing, like the molecules? Whatever. You doing something wrong? Whoa. No, it's working correctly. So I used to have a radiator on this pipe, but it exploded because water became ice. It was too cold. I removed it, and I just hope that it will remain around the temperature it is right now. Oh wait, what does that mean? Like it's boiling up? Let me just save the game. I mean, I tried not to save the not to load back into a save, but sometimes if I have a big disaster, I don't want to go start from scratch. And I have a real life too, you know. So everything has water. Check the pipe again. This is the symbol. Too much pressure? Probably. Maybe I should build like a water tank. Yeah, for the excess water. Let me just put my bottle in here so it can absorb some of that water. And let me drink it. Put it back in. Okay. That's it. I think it's the same. I think it's. I think the pressure. Whoa! I ran out of butter. Shit. Wait. That's a large butter, right? It's kind of a waste. Whatever. So I think that I mean, the temperature is not 100 C, so the pressure must be making the water boil, turn into gas. That's why there is some gas water in there. Whatever. Seems to be fine. Yeah, now that symbol, I think it's freezing back into water. I don't know. I don't really care. I mean, if it doesn't explode, it's fine. This rice should be coming back to life. I could just turn this off. Okay, here I have the default seeds. Okay, let's go back outside. Uh, okay, let me take a small one, turn that on. Yeah, and also take this large one. Okay. Here at the roof I have 5 solar panels, and this one, the default one that comes with a lander. They automatically track the sun. Actually, the chip that does it, I mean, I really wanted to come up with the code, but I was just trying to move on, so I got the code from Steam Workshop, and it tracks the sun perfectly. I also have this station battery. This is my only big battery for the whole base. This is the chip that I was talking about. It has the Steam Workshop code. It just works with this daylight sensor. This is the nitrogen pipe I was talking about. And this is where I cool my nitrogen. I have this pressure regulator which puts gas into the system for the cooling. And these are the radiators that cool my nitrogen. The nitrogen up here is 100 minus 150 C, which is really cold compared to the inside, which was like 20, I think. I think it was room temperature. So whenever the digital valve down there opens, I mean, yeah, the difference between the temperature does really good work at cooling the base. So all my waste gas from over there just comes through this pipe. I have this tank, so there's enough room for it. And then I'm splitting up the gas between CO2, nitrogen, oxygen, and pollution. Let me just show you. CO2, nitrogen, oxygen, and pollution. You can use pollution for cooling because there's not really any use for it, but whatever. Nitrogen is fine and I have tons of it. Of course, everything works well with filtration machines with the respective filters inside them. Um, it's a pretty simple system. Also, when I crush ice, water ice, not other kinds of ice, it generates nitrogen. So I just put the nitrogen into the tank. I skip the filtration, of course, because it's just pure nitrogen. And yeah, I get a lot of nitrogen. And this pipe goes to the passive cooling. And that's my whole base, I think. As I said, the next step is building that pressure slash gas regulation thing for the interior. So yeah, this was my first video on this game. I know it's kind of weird to start a series after I've already built a lot of stuff, but this is when I decided to make the video. and I didn't want to start from scratch. So I've made the base store video, and then I can make videos about making specific things. I think I don't want to make like super long videos of doing anything. I'd rather focus its video on building something specific. So if you need to find ideas about something, like see how something is made, you can uh, you can know that a specific video is about making something specific. Again, not that I'm an expert on the game, but at least you know you can see what I do and get some ideas about your own thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.